The greatest legacy that you leave behind is that which you leave your children. It's not money, it's not property, it's not inheritance, it's character, integrity, and love. When my children look back on my life, I want them to see that through the years that I was persistent and determined, empathetic and generous, and intelligent. At the age of 34, I decided one afternoon that my children and I were going to pack our lives up and move to Georgia. I had lived my whole life up to that point in Michigan, and though my fiance was from south side of Atlanta, I called him at work and told him that we were moving home. 7 years later, my husband and I have established a homestead to provide our children with a safe home, a loving environment. My husband and I are established in our jobs, our children go to wonderful schools, and our lives are better than I could ever imagined. When I was 38, I decided that I wanted to go back to school. Having absolutely no college underneath me whatsoever, I was starting brand new. I enrolled in college full time. Over the last 3 years, I have continued working diligently towards my bachelor's degree. In spring of 2016, I will have obtained my associate's degree. Through it all, I have worked the entire time, anywhere from 25 to 40 hours a week, raised our beautiful children, been a loving wife, taking care of our home, and even homeschooled our oldest daughter for the last 2 years. When it comes to empathy and generosity, I've taught my children that these are some of the most important traits you could have. If anybody that I know or I hear of ever needs any assistance, I humbly approach them and provide what they need, whether it's money for lunch, a ride to work, or a place to lay their head. I have always opened my home, my heart, and my family to anyone who has needed it. In situations where there is devastation, sadness, or frustration, I have been able to spin sunshine on that. I allow them to acknowledge what they're feeling and then build themselves up for success. I'm supportive and loving. Finally, I want them to remember I'm intelligent. I'm a firm believer that you must never stop learning, and at the point that you feel you have nothing left to learn, then there really is no purpose in life. My continuing my education at this age and the persistence I pursue my children in their successful educational career is proof of that. I enjoy not only learning but teaching, whether it's a new hobby, a new subject, a new trait. William Arthur Ward said, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become that. So when people remember me, Shannon Burdett, I want them to see that I am determined, generous, and intelligent.